Yeah, it was a difficult afternoon. I think the players have done so well to keep going in what was a very congested period of games with very hard fixtures for us. When you go back to looking sort of back to Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, Bournemouth, that run of games was very difficult fixtures, and then we've just Everton and Tottenham away in a very short period of time. We haven't been at our best. I think that's very evident for everybody to see. I think the players have given everything that they could give. So I have to back them and support them, but acknowledge that our performance is way off what it could be.
I mean, the games keep on coming, and they're big games as well. Now you are starting to get players back. Obviously, Sean and Callum came on, but I mean, do you feel that there's more fundamental changes you could make, whether it's tactics or leaving players out, because there's a lot of players there now. Played 5 games in 15 days, and to ask them to then play another 5 in 30 is going to be really difficult.
It is, but it's of course you want to make changes that benefit the team, not make changes that don't benefit the team. So I've got to try and make those decisions and get them right. So yeah, I've been sort of backed into a very difficult position with the team selection and even in game decisions, because today it would have been very easy to see, you've got Callum and Sean, put them on the pitch, but they're not 100% fit. So I've got to be very careful even with them. So thankfully they came through. I thought their performances were very good when they came on, and that's a big positive for us today. But yeah, we're in a difficult position at the minute.
Okay, Dom Sker and then George Colkin. Dom?
Just mentioned Callum Wilson and Sean Longstaff. Do you feel they're in a position to start games in your side?
Well, I think they'll be better for today. That was a good 30 minutes for them. But yeah, we'll have to take it game by game. It's a difficult one to predict for Wednesday.
What do you feel the factors were behind naming an unchanged side today? Do you feel that's been forced upon you to a degree?
Well, as I said, if I make changes, I want to make changes that benefit the team. Everyone that I picked today wanted to play, felt able to play, no issues. But of course, yes, I understand the backlog and the fatigue that can build, but we don't have abundance of options. So I don't know. Of course, we have a couple of senior professionals, but yeah, difficult to make changes to a team that has performed so well as well. I think we beat Arsenal, we beat Chelsea, we beat Manchester United, and that was only 2 games ago.
Are you forced to make a change next weekend with Kieran Tierney suspended? Just how big a blow is that given the injury situation?
Yeah, it's a huge blow for us. Kieran's, as I said after the Everton game, is a standard. The standard for us really in terms of how to get a level, consistent performance. We're going to miss his quality.
George and then Luke.
Aye.
It must affect the way that you play if intensity is so much part of what you do. You can't make changes either between games or during games. It must actually affect the way you play.
Well, I think it probably has in the last 2 games, yeah. But that's not through the players not wanting to give. I think they've wanted to give. They just probably haven't been able to. That still doesn't mean you can't win football matches and pick up results. But you have to do things differently, and you have to be a bit cuter in certain positions. We've conceded a lot of goals in 2 games that, we'd pride ourselves on defending those situations better than we did, and we only have ourselves to blame for that. So certainly a lot of an analysis on our defensive work today.
Okay, Luke.
How frustrating is the away form coming now? You just don't seem to be quite the same team away than you are at home.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I can't argue with that assessment. It's up to us to find the answers to that. Yeah, I feel that's, I can't defend it. I can't defend it, so I won't.
There's been quite a bit of stuff on TV studios about the Romero tackle on Wilson. Have you got a view on that?
Yeah, only a live one. I don't want to see players sent off unless it's dangerous. You might tell me you've got a clear view on it. It looked high, it looked reckless, and I'm very pleased that Callum seemed to not be affected by it.
Okay, on the front? Yeah, okay. John?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you also about Romero, really, because obviously you've got so many injuries at the heart must have been in your mouth.
Well, I think all through the game when a player goes down, Fabian went down early in the match and you're fearing the worst. We can't afford any more injuries to the players that we have fit. We need more players back So hopefully that will be the case in the next few weeks.
Just thinking about Wednesday, the home form has been in such contrast, isn't it? Despite obviously running on, you know, it looks like running on empty at the moment. You must feel as if Wednesday night you can really lift yourselves into despite at the moment.
Yeah, we're going to have to. And even today, the game could have been very different. You know, we start well. Anthony goes through on the left-hand side. I'm not actually too sure because I haven't seen it again what happened with the cross, but football is a game decided on big moments, and we haven't been right in those big moments the last two matches. Previous to that, we have been, and I think our away form will turn because I think we're a very good team. But we need to continue with our good home form. That's the bedrock of what we've been doing. So we don't want anything to affect that.
Okay, Tom Barclay. No.
Yeah, I don't know where we stand injury-wise after the game. I've come straight to see you.
Sorry, Tom.
Heidi, obviously Wednesday, another massive game. You haven't really got time to give the players much of a break, but what did you do after this game? Did you sort of just try and park it completely and move on as quickly as you could?
I think that's something we've tried to do this season. I think we have to, whether we win, lose or draw, because if you dwell in a positive moment, you lose focus for the next match. If you dwell in a negative moment, exactly the same. So we have to park the game quickly, but we have to take the lessons from it. We have to, as staff, we will analyse the game as normal and pick things we need to do better.
Okay, second row just behind you.
This game starts a run of sort of 5 games from now until Boxing Day. Given how depleted the squad is already, is there more of a fear that you're going to get more injuries just through sort of tiredness going into an intense run?
I don't think there's a fear. I think we've been quite clear, excuse me, on how we want to play, how we want the players to execute our game plans, and we do it with the fit bodies that we have. I don't think we can live like that. But of course, we're looking the other way. We're looking for players to come back. So a big lift today with the two lads that did come back, and hopefully there's more to come.
Okay, Lee Ryder, then Kieran.
Eddie, in the fans asking about Lewis Hall's situation, is there any reason he hasn't started more games?
I think Tino's been excellent at left back, and Kieran's got his obvious qualities at right back, so that would be the reason. And Lewis, when he comes on, has to perform well.
And with Q Tribute, is it a difficult one to rest a player who's just so passionate and wants to be involved in every minute of every game?
Well, when he's part of your biggest attacking threat every week, yeah, he's a very difficult one to miss out. And even today, he had his moments where he produced some really good crosses, especially in the second half. He's just an outstanding technician, and we will certainly miss him against Fulham.
Is it a case of just getting these players back now, or do you really have to look at January and think we do perhaps need to boost resources?
As I've said many times, we need to assess the squad. So we've got 2 players back. That gives the squad a different complexion. And if we get more back, again, that will add real options to my decision-making in terms of who I play. So January, still at the moment, is unclear.
Just a quick one on Harvey Barnes, is he close?
No, not currently. He's not one of the closest players.
Okay, Kieran to finish.
Is there any anger in you today?
There's always anger in me when we lose. And that will never change. If it does, that's a worry for me.
You previously had a tough defeat at Spurs a couple of seasons ago. You bounced back after that. Does that kind of serve as a lesson if you take something from that?
Yeah, of course. We're always looking to bounce back. Now we go into a different competition, so the focus will just be on another big game. I think we've got used to that this season. I think the players have got used to that rhythm of just playing games with very minimal rest. But this is going to be another big test because you've got the high of the Champions League, and then we very quickly then have to refocus on Fulham. But all we can do is take the next challenge on. Yeah, we will. We need the crowd in the next group of games because these have been 2 tough experiences, and you've seen how the home crowd can affect. We've seen that countless times at St James's Park, and we're going to need that in our favour this time.